Welcome one and all to the remainder of this megamanx 2 video. This time I decided I'm not going to stream the rest of this, but I will record the rest of it after doing a 6-hour stream. Let's see if in this video I can beat Sigma. That's not a good start. So let's just get through here. Battle 0 again. Or not. Try that again. 2 lives left. Well, 3 if you count 0. All right, all 3 sub-tanks are full. I have 1 empty one. I'll probably end up needing it, but I'm gonna go anyway. All right. So we're gonna battle 0 once again. At least this time in this video, there's sound. There wasn't sound in the majority of the live stream, but I don't feel like going back and playing through the game all over again. Wrong way. Go. Sigma once again. All right. Gonna have to refill my life. There we go. There we go. Only got one sub-tank left. I had to get up. Nope. I need to have another sub-tank in order to get it done. That's what I believe. So all right. Let's just end this so I can refill the sub-tanks. I'm doing this on purpose. I mean, if I had a full sub-tank, I could use a shuriken. All right, so I'm gonna refill everything. I go into Will Gator stage. right. Got an extra. All right. Another extra. Alright, so got one sub-tank full, 4 lives. Make that 5 lives. All right. All right. I have to fill up the other 2 now. All right. Oops. There we go. Another extra life. All right, 1 more needs to be filled up. Go. How much more? Not much more. A little bit more. Then we're going back. There we go. And we're gonna go. And it will 0 and Sigma again. And see if we can get it done this time. I'm just practicing the shuriken. Maybe I could use it at least one time against Sigma. Alright, I'll take that extra life. All right. This is not going. This is not going well at all. That's all right. Got plenty of lives. See if I can get it done this time. That includes the Sigma battle. All right. Too bad that wasn't an extra. I know, don't be greedy. Alright, I'm just gonna skip the dialogue. Ah. Keep getting hit too many times. Oh, I thought I was gonna get him first. All right. All right. Get through the dialogue box again. All right. Alright, I'm gonna have to bite the bullet and use a sub-tank. Skipping through the dialogue boxes again. And let's try to defeat Sigma. All right. Now let's use a sub-tank real quick. Nope. I'm gonna try something here. All right. I switched to the wrong thing. All right. There we go. I did it. I was going to try it, and I did it. I managed to pull off the shuriken real quick. I knew I had to be quick about it. Now, I know I didn't use the Hadouken in Mega Man X, but I thought, you know what? I'm using Shuriken. I'm getting this over with. I decided I'm not going to read the dialogue for this part. Yep, Sigma's defeated again. So we're just gonna watch the credits. Zero is back, and his buddy X is by his side. Joined by his friend Zero, Mega Man X gazes out over the sea. Sigma has once again been destroyed, but X wonders if the fighting will truly end. Was Dr. Light's dream of a world in which Riploids and humans live together in peace merely a dream? The price of peace is often high, X thinks to himself. Who or what must be sacrificed for it to become reality? And And when the time comes, will he be able to do it? Looper. The future holds the answers, or... All right, that's the credits for megamanx. At least they're rolling now. Megaman X2 cast. Kevin Driver, Scrabber, Mario Amy, Scrambler. I'm not gonna read all of that. Yeah, I do want to thank everybody who watched the live stream of Megaman X2, and I appreciate anybody who watches this video for the conclusion of the Megaman X2 gameplay. I thought about coming back later on Saturday Live, and then I thought I could just record it and then upload it to both the Twitch and YouTube channel and respond to the chat as they're watching it. This way, my attention is fully on the chat and it's not on the game, and I'm not ignoring anyone. And of course, now we're getting a list of the robot masters for this particular game. So in total, this was 6.5 hours of gameplay, counting the live stream and this video. It probably could have gotten a lot smoother, but of course it didn't, because I was trying to get the shuriken, and every time I went across that spike part, I would die, then I would die, then I would die, then I would die. And yes, I was being stubborn. And that's just part of who I am, especially when it comes to playing a game. But there we go. So there we go. It's done. It is done. Thank you all for watching. Really appreciate it. Hope you liked this. If you did like this video, even with the parts of me dying over and over again, make sure to leave a like, share this video out, and subscribe to the Pacific Forum 4 Twitch and YouTube channels. Until next time, this has been Mike. Take care, and I will see you later. And this is current, Mike. Yes, I was watching the video as it was premiering, and I do have a question for each and every one of you who might be watching over on the Twitch and YouTube channel. Would you like to see more megamanx gameplay in the future? Or do you want to see more Hogwarts? I did play Hogwarts for 2.5 hours Friday night, and then after that stream, I thought, you know what? I want to play Megaman X2 tomorrow. So I decided to start at 10 o'clock this morning, and I kept going and going and going, dying and dying and dying. But as you saw there, after I ended the live stream, I ended up playing even further and beating the game. Thankfully, I've recorded it. But my question to each and every one of you right now is, do you want to see more megamanx gameplay? We still have X3, X4, X5, X6, X7, X8. Now, I probably won't do it all back to back to back to back. You know, play, X3 sometime and then take a little break, then play X4, take another break, play X5. This way, it's not oversaturated with just Mega Man X gameplay. let me just go ahead and remove that. And this is for anybody who might be watching this after the fact as well. And let's see, DJ Run G. Yeah, I do enjoy it. I do enjoy playing Mega Man games. I mean, that's always been my favorite series. You know, as I said during the Mega Man 9 and Mega Man 10 streams that I did, everybody has their favorite style of game and their favorite game franchise. Mine has always been the Mega Man series. I remember playing Mega Man 2 over at a friend's house when I was growing up. And the first Mega Man game I actually owned was Mega Man 3, and I got that Christmas of 1990. So, for a lot of people, their first experience, like mine, is with Mega Man 2. Some hold Mega Man 2 near and dear. I don't blame them. But for me, it's Mega Man 3. That's the game that I hold near and dear. Of course, going through the rest of the games when Mega Man 4 came out, actually finally owning Mega Man 2, and then going into Toys R Us one day and seeing that they actually had a copy of Mega Man 1 available. So being able to get that, then of course receiving Mega Man 5 for Christmas one year, and then running and completing Mega Man 6 and 7, purchasing Mega Man 8 when I first bought my PlayStation, and getting real frustrated with that game. And I wasn't able to beat it until I actually bought the Mega Man Legacy Collection 2, and I actually was finally able to beat it. Took a while, but I was able to do it. And then, of course, Mega Man 9, Mega Man 10, and then when Mega Man 11 came out 5 years ago, I played it and I beat it, and I struggled then, and I still struggled when I streamed it recently. So let's see. DJ Ronnie G is saying, I got my copy of Mega Man 1 for NES way after NES was in its prime. Yeah, that's really the time that you were able to finally get a copy that was available. Because for the longest time, I would go into my local Toys R Us, local Kmart, Target, and was never able to find it. Even going into the local Walmart when they had NESs, and never finding Mega Man 1 until one day going into a Toys R Us in Escondido, California, and going to the NES section of the games, because even though it was a 16-bit era, I was still playing some of the 8-bit classics. And, I was playing some of my Genesis games, but I wanted a new NES game, and I'm looking, and then I'll sort of, as I'm looking, and for those of you old enough to remember, you used to go into Toys R Us, it would have, the card of the different games, and you would lift it up, and there'd be a sleeve that you would take up to the register, and they would scan the barcode, and then you would go to the window and they would grab the copy of the game. Well, I went down the aisle, and most of the time you would see the sleeve wasn't there. It would say in red, sold out. Not that day. That day I saw that it was available, and I had money for a game, and that was the game I ended up picking up and then playing over and over and over again, learning the nuances of Mega Man 1 as compared to what I had played at the time, which was Mega Man 2, 3, and 4, and learning the tricks of the trade, and yes, get into Yellow Devil. And I did use the select feature. You know which one I'm talking about, where you pause the screen over and over again as you're using a man's weapon, and it takes off a lot of life. Well, I use that against Yellow Devil, and that's how I first beat Mega Man 1. by getting past Yellow Devil, then going through the boss rush, and then beating Wily. And then, of course, doing the same thing with every subsequent game that came out afterwards. And yes, I have played 2 of the Game Boy games. I think the Game Boy games are actually harder than the NES games. Imagine that. But yeah, it's just one of those things when I decide, you know what, I want to play a Mega Man game, I'm going to play it. Even if I'm in the middle of playing something like Hogwarts Legacy, which I'm going to continue. I had fun for the 2.5 hours I streamed it last night. But I'll definitely continue that. And who knows what games I'll be streaming this year. But I do want to thank everybody who's been part of the live streams in the chat. We had Pancake666X over on Twitch earlier. DJ Ronnie G is here now. We had Phil McCracken earlier, and he popped in right now. And we had E Honda Epico here during both parts. He was in part 1 and also part 2 in the chat. And Alan Copeland stopped by. And I do want to apologize for part 1 of the stream of the game itself not having sound. I thought I had enabled the sound, but I did not. But at this point, I am not going to remove that stream. I'm just going to keep it up. And I'll make sure to note in the description on YouTube that there is no sound. There's only commentary. But yeah, I enjoy doing this. And I'm going to go ahead and say it now that as far as the 5th season of the box score is concerned, because MLB.TV has gone up to $150 from $89 last year, I am not going to purchase that streaming service. And one of the reasons being is I don't know how many games I'm going to be able to actually watch. And another reason, and this is the main reason, it's too darn expensive to pay $150 to watch every team, including minor league teams, or even $130 just to watch your own team. No, that's just too much money to put toward a streaming service when I can put that money toward gas, toward food, toward paying, the house, toward the house payment and everything else. So there will not be a 5th season of the box score this year. I'm not saying I won't chime in every now and then and say what the Cubs are doing, but if I can't give the box score the full attention that I feel that I need to, then I'm not going to put out a 5th season that's going to be half-assed. I'm just not going to do it. Not when I can't give it 100%, actually knowing what happened instead of just looking at the box score and, figuring it all out through the box score and watching highlights. No, part of the box score has always been an element of me actually watching the game and actually giving the point of view of a fan instead of what an announcer would say, whether it be for the Cubs or the visiting team, or the Cubs were the visiting team and you have the home team. Just not going to do it that way. Even when the season starts on March 30th, the best thing I'm going to be able to give you is a short. And I'll just, be on camera in that short, and I'll let you all know whether the Cubs won or if they lost their first game of the 2023 season. But I just can't justify spending $130, $150 just to watch a baseball game. I just can't justify that. Even going to a baseball game is getting out of hand right now, too. The best I can do is go to a minor league game, which I got no problem going to a minor league game. They're more fun anyway. And let's see, DJ Rana G is saying I could respect that. I appreciate that, brother. All right. Thank you. Appreciate that, DJ. But yeah, I mean, again, like I said, I'm not ruling out having the fifth season be next year of the box score, but as far as this year's concerned, no. And another thing baseball needs to do is get rid of the antiquated blackout restrictions. You know, if a team like, say, for me, the Orioles and the Nationals are considered the local teams. So anytime they have a game, regardless if it's sold out or not, it's blacked out. And even with a VPN, it doesn't always work. I tried it. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't work. And you know, I want to be able to give the box score just as much, attention as I do for Pop Talk. If I can't give it 100%, then I'm gonna find another way to do it, even if I have to wait a full year for the price to go down. Because one thing that a lot of baseball fans have been talking about is it's time to get rid of the blackout restrictions. Just drop it. It doesn't apply to what we have now. 30 years ago, yes. Yes, it did. But now with streaming services and the internet, baseball would be better off lifting the blackout restrictions, regardless of whether the game's sold out or not, regardless of whether it's a local team or not, and letting fans watch all the games. But even so, with MLB.TV, you're not getting all the games when the games are being broadcasted on other services or other channels. So that's another factor that makes me go, I'm not spending that much money. And I even told somebody, even with it being $25 a month, that's still too much money to pay for a streaming service. So, like I said, there won't be a fifth season of the Box War, but there will definitely be more game streams on the channel. And as long as I'm not a partner or affiliate on Twitch, I'll stream it on both. And there will definitely be Pop Talk. Now, depending on how the year goes, I might have to change some times. I might have to change some days. But for right now, it's still going to be Sundays and Wednesdays. So let me see what DJ is saying here. He says, yeah, I want to go that route anyway. I'm hoping it's openly available on my channel lineup. It would be nice, wouldn't it? But again, I just want to thank everybody for watching this video of me actually completing megamanx 2 after concluding the earlier live stream from today. And I want to once again thank Alan Copeland for being here earlier. I want to thank Phil McCracken for being here earlier. And of course, DJ Rana G, E Honda Epico, and so many others who were here. Kitty Bear was here. Cash was here earlier. So thank you all so very much. There will be an episode of Pop Talk over on the YouTube channel at 1 p.m. Eastern. I have a few topics lined up, and the next open panel on Pop Talk will actually be on Wednesday at 6 p.m. Eastern. So until then, this is Mike, and remember, I'm not just a baseball guy, I'm an all-around guy. Have a good rest of your Saturday, everybody.